Hey there, psych-goers. Welcome back. Have you ever felt like someone was trying to manipulate you? To win an argument, it's important to be able to recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you so that you don't fall for it. But what if you want to turn the tables and do the psychological manipulation yourself? While some people can easily take advantage of others, many people aren't naturally gifted in this area. The good news is that psychological manipulation isn't exactly a superpower only found in select few people. It's more of a skill that anyone can learn with practice. So here are 7 ways to psychologically manipulate someone into doing what you want them to do. 1. Use scarcity. Have you ever heard the saying, never buy the first product you see? Well, there's a reason behind it. Psychologists have long known that once a person feels like they might miss out on something, they'll feel a sense of urgency and might make a snap decision. This principle of creating scarcity can also be used to manipulate someone. Let's say you really want to go somewhere. If you tell your friend that there's a huge line outside the door and that you'll either get in or miss out, they might panic and run with you to get in. Of course, this is a bit of an extreme example. You could use this tactic in more subtle ways. For instance, if you wanted your friend to read the book you lent them, you could say something like, "Oh, I think I need to take this back. I have a feeling that Sarah is going to want to read it next." Then they might panic and try to read it faster so that they don't feel like they're missing out. 2. Make them feel guilty. Another way to get someone to do what you want them to do is to make them feel guilty about not doing it. If you can make someone feel like they owe you or that they should do something for you because they did something for you in the past, they may be more likely to agree to your request. However, please remember not to overdo it. Manipulating someone by making them feel guilty can quickly turn them off from you, so only use it in small doses. Let's say you ask your friend for help moving a couch and they refuse. You could bring up the time that they asked you for help with their taxes and how you stayed up all night helping them find the best accountant. By reminding them of this, you're not directly telling them that they need to do something for you, but you're planting the seed that maybe they do owe you one. 3. Give reasons why they should do it. Have you ever had a friend ask you for advice only for you to respond, "What do I know?" Even if you have a lot to say, sometimes people just want to be told what to do. In cases like these, you might be able to manipulate them into doing what you want them to do by simply giving reasons why they should do it. Let's say you're trying to convince a friend that they should start exercising. Instead of asking them why they don't exercise, you could tell them the many benefits of exercise, such as how it can boost their energy levels and improve their mood. They may not immediately agree, but at least you planted the seed. If you consistently tell them the reasons why they should exercise, they may eventually come around to your way of thinking. 4. Appeal to their emotions. People rarely make decisions based solely on logic. Emotions play a huge role in every decision we make, whether we like to admit it or not. By appealing to someone's emotions, you might be able to convince them to do something. This can be especially true if you use emotional appeals to convince them of things that will benefit them. Let's say you want your friend to start saving money. Instead of simply telling them that they should start saving money, you could tell them how much financial stress their parents went through after losing their jobs. By appealing to their emotions, they may be more likely to listen. 5. Tell them what to do. Telling someone what to do can be a rather direct form of psychological manipulation, but sometimes it can be effective. This form of manipulation can work well with people who look to you for guidance. Let's say you're going to dinner with a friend and they ask you what they should order. Rather than suggesting a few different dishes for them to choose from, you could just tell them what to order. They may not be happy with it, but if they look to you for advice, they may just do it anyway. 6. Ask questions to lead them to a desired answer. Have you ever played a game of 20 questions with a friend? In this game, you think of a person, place or thing and the other person asks yes or no questions until they figure out what you're rethinking of. This simple game demonstrates how powerful questions can be. Questions can make someone think in a certain way and can even influence their opinions. So instead of stating your opinions, you could try asking questions to lead them to the answer you want. Let's say you want to convince your friend that they should start exercising. Instead of saying, "You should exercise," you could ask questions like, "Do you feel healthy?" or "How do you feel about your body image?" By asking these questions, you're planting seeds that might eventually grow into wanting to exercise. And 7. Get them to agree to small requests first. When trying to convince someone to do something big, it can be helpful to start with small requests. Getting someone to agree to small requests first can make them more likely to agree to larger requests. Also, once someone makes a commitment, they'll be more likely to stick to it. This is called commitment and consistency. Let's say you want to ask your friend for a huge favor. Instead of jumping right into the big favor, you could start with smaller requests first. For instance, let's say you want to ask your friend if they would pick up your dry cleaning on their way home from work. Once they agree to this small request, you could then ask them if they could also pick up your pants from the tailor. Since they've already agreed to the small request, they may be more likely to agree to the bigger request. While these tips can be used for good or evil, it's important to remember that manipulation isn't always the best approach. Sometimes it's better to be honest and upfront with people, even if you don't get your way. It's also important to remember that everyone is different. What works on one person may not work on another. So it's important to experiment and find out what works best for each individual situation. So which of these tips will you use the next time you want to manipulate someone? Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Don't use these tips to harm others, but instead use them to help yourself and others. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon for more content like this. Thanks for watching.